Tall Tale is the story of a very important person who hightails it to almost every big football stadium in the country this time of year. Not onto the actual football field itself, as Bill Geist explains, only to the parking lot.
It's homecoming at Penn State, and more than 100,000 fans cheer the football team on to victory. For nearly half these fans, pregame festivities started hours before in the parking lot.
Are you going to go to the game at all, or?
Is there a game?
Penn State has more of these tailgaters than any other university.
I'm the queen.
Of what?
Tailgating.
It's altogether fitting, then, that Joe Cahn is here this Saturday.
Oh, the elements.
Oh, the elements, you know, neither rain nor sleet nor gloom of night will keep a tailgater from his appointed round.
You see, Joe just isn't any tailgater.
I am the commissioner. Let me give you my card. I am the commissioner of tailgating. Very important.
Commissioner of tailgating? That's a position we hadn't heard of.
How do you know you're the commissioner?
Number one, it says so on my card. Number two, it says so on my beautiful Monaco motor coach. Number three, when I wake up in the morning, I answer the phone. This is the commissioner. Therefore, I am the commissioner.
What's your duties?
I walk around and eat everybody's food. I make sure that people are having a good time. Are you having a good time?
Absolutely.
Then I'm doing a good job as commissioner, wouldn't you say?
Do you want breakfast or do you want to come back later for the
both.
buffet
Yes,
later?
both.
The commissioner recommends starting each day with a good breakfast. Egg McMuffins and Jell-O shots.
How does it work? How does it work?
Blue is the school color. In his travels, Joe sees and eats it all.
Fudge and bacon.
Fudge and bacon.
Scrapple.
Scrapple? What is scrapple?
Scraps from a pig.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's scraps from a pig.
Oh, I'd love some pig scraps.
As game time approaches and food supplies dwindle, Joe goes into a feeding frenzy.
If you peel the shrimp, you take too much time.
Right.
And there won't be enough shrimp.
Right.
We'll just eat the shrimp.
whole
Yeah.
thing. What are you having now?
Cabbage and pasta.
With the game underway, the commissioner moves on to Cleveland, the next stop on his tailgating tour.
This season, I'll go to approximately 50 games. I'll do college, I'll do pro, I'll do some high school football.
He sold his cooking school in New Orleans and hit the road on this movable feast.
1996 season, I began what I call the journey of tailgating. And so I imagine in the 7 years, I will have done at least a 250,000 miles.
Wow.
Going to the lot. Good morning.
At dawn on game day in Cleveland, Joe buys several parking spots for his big RV.
1, 2, 3.
The game's not until 4 in the afternoon, but devoted fans are already gathering for beer and bacon and 9 hours of fun till kickoff.
Food! Bill, I found some more food! Do you know who? Would I like a bacon cheeseburger? Yes!
As commissioner, Joe has a lot on his plate.
The job entails several things, but I think the biggest is to dispel the myth of what tailgating really isn't. That tailgating isn't just people getting drunk in a parking lot.
It isn't.
No, it's about the community social. It's about people getting together, walking through people's backyards with no privacy fences, or without getting bitten by the dog, and always being offered food.
Soup to nuts. The commissioner always roots for the home team, but he never seems to go to the games.
It's a commissioner thing. No one ever sees Paul Tagliabue tailgating. He's the commissioner of football. So we have the commissioner of tailgating, the commissioner of football, and the twain sometimes don't meet.
Before the Cleveland game is even over, Joe is off again, this time to Pittsburgh for Monday Night Football. Tailgating is so popular in Pittsburgh that scalpers hawk passes to the choice tailgating lots. Joe pays $75 for a parking pass, but he does manage to eat the man's lunch.
What are you eating?
I'm eating Jamaican beef patty.
You got another one?
You want one?
Yeah, I do. Yeah. I haven't eaten in a while.
There you go.
How does Joe pull it off?
This year I got a grant from Coca-Cola to study the partying habits of the American public in the parking lot. I just love to say that. I have a website, tailgating.com. I have a book contract with Random House.
His motor coach is donated by the manufacturer, and he obviously doesn't need to buy food. But this day, Joe decides to give back to the community.
Jambalaya for the party. Now that I brought the jambalaya, what do we got here? What is this called?
That's Joe Pa's Steak Burger.
Joe Pa's Steak Burger. Can you put one in a bag for me?
I'll bag.
At Monday night games, Joe collects doggy bags to hold him over until the next weekend.
Do you think you can sneak me another cookie? Go and get me one.
He prepares himself for night tailgating.
I got a feeling! Green Bay! Pittsburgh's going to the Super Bowl! No!
Which is even more intense, more tribal, more primal.
Pittsburgh! Pittsburgh, baby!
The Steelers are winning. And Joe seems to be winning too, don't you think?
Everybody says, how can I get a job like yours? You can't. It's mine. No one can have it. But I'll share a little of the journey and a little of the fun with you. But everybody can have it. Come out to the parking lot.
And with that, Joe Cahn is off to the next parking lot, hundreds of miles away. The commissioner's work here, if you want to call it that, is done.